On the first day, we set off early in the morning for Playa Mujeres. To get there, we had to go to Puerto Juarez. From there, we took a ferry to Isla Mujeres. Remember to book your excursion a few weeks in advance. The equipment is included in the price of the excursion. Also, remember to bring a waterproof or underwater camera to take beautiful and incredible pictures. Don't worry, the sharks are harmless in this area. We had lunch in one of the local restaurants in the area that offered typical Mexican dishes. After lunch, we took the ferry back to Puerto Juarez and took a 2-hour bus ride to Tulum. It took 2 hours to visit the whole Mayan city of Tulum. I advise you to go with a guide to learn interesting facts about the place. The same bus took us back to the resort to have dinner and go to bed. On the first day, we set off early in the morning for Playa Mujeres. To get there, we had to go to Puerto Juarez. From there, we took a ferry to Isla Mujeres. Remember to book your excursion a few weeks in advance. The equipment is included in the price of the excursion. Also, remember to bring a waterproof or key grammar and vocabulary corrections. Here is a breakdown of the mistakes and why I corrected them. Phrasal verbs: set up versus set off. Your sentence: we set up early in the morning. Correction: we set off early in the morning. Why? To set up means to assemble something, like a tent, or organize a business. To set off or set out means to start a journey. Vocabulary: material versus equipment, gear. Your sentence: the material is included. Correction: the equipment or gear is included. Why? In English, material usually refers to fabric, cloth, or raw matter. When talking about sports or activities like snorkeling masks, fins, etc., we use the word equipment or gear. Adjectives: aquatic versus underwater. Your sentence: take waterproof or aquatic camera. Correction: take a waterproof or underwater camera. Why? While aquatic refers to water, we almost always use the adjective underwater to describe cameras designed to go below the surface. Also, don't forget the article a before the noun, a camera. Compound adjectives: the 2-hour rule. Your sentence: we took a 2 hours bus. Correction: we took a 2-hour bus ride. Why? When you combine a number and a time unit to create an adjective describing a noun, the time unit must be singular and connected with a hyphen. Wrong. A 3 days trip. Right. A 3-day trip. Right. A 2-hour bus. Time expressions: before versus in advance. Your sentence: book your excursion some weeks before. Correction: book your excursion a few weeks in advance. Why? Before usually requires an object, e.g., before the trip. If you end the sentence there, in advance is the natural phrase for booking things early. Word choice: curiosities. Your sentence: learn about the curiosities of the place. Correction: learn interesting facts about the place. Why? Curiosities is not wrong, but it often refers to strange physical objects, like in a museum. When talking about history or tour guides, native speakers usually say interesting facts, details, or history. Summary: your English is very understandable. You communicated the timeline of your trip clearly. Focus on mastering phrasal verbs, set off, and compound adjectives, 2-hour bus, to sound more like a native speaker.